Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Susan Tilly, and if today is your first time of watching me, then a very warm welcome to you. On this channel I bring you inspiration, I bring you motivation, I also bring you information about living, working and schooling in the UK. And so if you have ever thought of coming to the UK either to school or to work or for tourism or for any other purpose, then this is a channel for you. Just subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified anytime I make a video. Guys, in today's video, unfortunately I do not have good news for you because this is not what you and I are expecting to hear. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the issue of the Prime Minister carving down immigration. Yes, guys. So over the past months, we all know that the UK has been going through a lot of challenges within its political and economic system. And I made a video about how the Home Secretary had plans of putting policies in place to make sure that the borders are scrutinized. And as it stands, this seems to be happening right before our eyes, because before we were not sure whether it's going to happen or not. But as it stands now, okay, on 25th of November, the spokesperson for the Prime Minister issued a statement that now the government is keen on restricting immigrations into the UK, and one of the areas that they are going to consider to cut down immigration is education, or the international students coming into the country, because according to statistics, as at June 2022, the total number of people who came into the country has increased by 500,000. That is a total of 504,000 people came into the country. And according to the Home Secretary, she said that these increments seems to put a lot of pressure in the accommodation and the housing supply, as well as health, education and other public sectors. So Shula Braverman is still keen on her plans to scrutinize the borders of the United Kingdom to make sure that not everybody get a chance to come. So guys, I'm going to do a lot of reading so that you can attest to it, and this one is coming from the BBC News and is captured: Rishi Sunak considers restrictions on foreign students to curb migration. So the PM spokesperson said the idea was being looked at after official figures showed net migration to the UK had climbed to a record of 500,000. And also, I'm just going to read what we need to hear because it's quite a lot. Well, he said the Home Secretary Shula Braverman had previously complained about foreign students bringing family members who can pick it back onto their student visa and propping up, frankly, that causes in inadequate institutions. This is where my worry is, because if you are talking about inadequate institutions, which institutions are inadequate and upon what criteria are you measuring them to say that they are inadequate? And it says UK net migration hits all-time record at 504,000. Okay, let me go down. I think the Chancellor Jeremy Hunt also last week raised his own concerns, because he thinks that there has to be proper measures in place, because if we are really going to restrict people from coming into the country, then it's going to have a long-term impact on the economy. And so if this is the path that the government wants to take, then they need to look at the long-term effect. The Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has last week insisted migration was required to boost growth, adding that there had to be a long-term plan if we are going to bring down migration in a way that doesn't harm the economy, which I agree with him. In my video that I made earlier, these migrants who come into the country just come and as Shula Braverman says, that they put a lot of pressure in the system. In as much as all these things may be there, they also bring revenue, and that is the truth. We pay a lot of taxes. If you work in the UK, by the end of the month, you'll be shocked the amount of tax that you will pay. Okay, we rent houses, and some people even buy houses, and all these things contribute, okay, to the economy. So I do think that Jeremy Han also has a point there. All right, now let's go down. He said most universities for most courses lose money in teaching British students and offset that lose by charging more for international students. The fact is that it's so costly to come and school in the UK. It's so expensive, okay, and so you realize that the home student do not even bring in a lot of revenue to the university. It is the international students that give a lot of revenue through the school fees. So this is not only going to affect international students, honestly, it's also going to affect some universities as well. Let's look at the statistics here. The number of international students at UK university. If you look at the statistics, you realize that 2016-2017 there was a total of 150,835, and that represents a 19% of the total migrants who came into the country. 2017-2018 there was 469,160 people, okay, and that represents 19.4%. 2018 to 2019, 496,110, representing 20.2%. So you can see that it is increasing as time goes by. Then 2019-2020, you can see there's massive increment from 496 to 556,625, and that represents 22% of the total migrants. Then by 2020-2021, we had a total of 605,130, representing 22%. But as of 2022, they said about 500,000 people have added. So this is a serious concern. So now let's talk about how this is going to impact people who are coming into the country. This means that if you have plans of coming to the UK, this is the time for you to probably look at other avenues to come, because trust me, it is not only through education that you can come into the UK. A lot of people come into the UK just to come in school because they want to come into the UK and they think that schooling is the best option. Trust me, there are so many other options. I made a video about how a lot of companies are looking for non-skilled workers, which is the temporary visa that you could actually use to come and work temporary, and then use it for other opportunities. So there are also other skilled work available. A lot of companies also looking forward to recruit skilled workers. So probably this is the time for you to think of looking for work and using it to come to the UK. And in my next video, probably I will show you how you can actually get an employer in the UK, so that you can start making a move. Guys, this is rather unfortunate, but as it stands, this is how it is. And of course, you could also consider other countries, because trust me, there are equally other countries like Canada, like Germany, and the rest. So if you think coming to the UK is going to be a problem because of these policies, then probably start thinking about other countries. But let's see how things goes. I do hope that um, this will help you to make certain important decisions. Thank you for watching, and do remember to subscribe to my channel. The name is Susan Tilly. All right.